crafty friends. Welcome to Stamping Simply with Maria. It's Maria Robinson. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stamping Up here in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So today I have this really exciting card to show you. It's called the Never Ending card. And once you see it, you'll understand why it's the Never Ending card. But it's really cool and I can't wait to show you how to make it. It looks very complicated and there are a lot of pieces to cut and whatnot. But really, once you start making it, you'll be making it over and over again. I've made already 3 of them. I've given one to my nephew and one to my son for their birthdays. And I needed another one for my sister for Easter. And since she loves giving cute cards, I thought she would enjoy this one. So I can't wait to show you. Let me turn the camera down and let's start stamping. So Stamping Up is still having their Savings Are in Bloom sale. It goes until March 31st. You still have 2 days to shop, and basically you're getting 20% off on the mini stamp and cut and emboss machine. So now it's on sale for $48. And also there's several bundles with stamp sets and dies that are available as well. So really cool. And some of these dies are actually on the retiring list. So if you want them, better get them quick because they're going fast. All right, let's put that aside. And then, which brings me to the next item. The last chance list has been posted on Stamping Up on my website, and a lot of items are up to 50% off. So great time to stock up. It's also a great time to get those retiring items like the In Colors, which are Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. One of my there's several favorites, so I did stock up on those items. So you want to get those quick, although they're not going to be retired officially until May 3rd, which is the launch of the new catalog, which brings me to the next part. I got the new catalog today. How excited are we? I'm very excited. Unfortunately, though, I can't open it and show you the inside, but oh my gosh, lots of cool things. I mean, my list is as long as my arm, I think. But I have to control myself. So can't wait to show you that. I'll be ordering, putting in my pre-order on April 1st, and that's no joke. I will be doing that, and so then this way I could show you guys some of the cool things. Even though I can't show you the catalog, I can show you the cards that I'll be making. So I can't wait to show you that. That's very exciting to me. Which is another perk for being a demonstrator, is getting the catalog before all the other people do who are not demonstrators. So I really love that. That and getting the discount is cool. Anyway, this card that I'm making has a lot of components, so we need to get started quick on it. Oh, okay, I don't want to scare you away. There are lots of components. Once you start making them, it gets easier and easier. Trust me. This will be my 4th one that I'm making on the video. So anyway, it kind of looks like this, and it does fit in an A2 size card. When it's folded, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it looks like a, regular card, right? Until you open it. Now watch this. Here and here and here and here. We're back to the beginning. Is that not cool? So I have to tell you, I gave one to my nephew and one to my son for their birthdays this past weekend. My son was so excited after he opened it. I wasn't home, but he texted me and he said, "Mom, I don't know how you made that card, but it is the most cool thing that I've ever seen." Okay, and he's 20 years old, so it's got to be cool, right? So let me show you the other one that I made. This was actually his card that I made. And then this one I just made for fun, just to keep practicing. The funny thing about this is if you're using designer series paper that it's directional, this is kind of tough to make with this, I think anyway, because you have to know where the pieces are going. So anyway, the leopards here, the cheetahs, are going in the wrong direction, but maybe the recipient won't notice that. So again, open here. These guys are going in the right direction. It's just that front one. Oh, and these are also going in the wrong direction. And you open it again, and then you close it. So how cool is that? You won't have to remember all the measurements. There are lots of different cuts for this, so I'm just going to go through them very quickly. They'll be in the description of this video, so you'll definitely want to refer back to them. Also, I am launching my email newsletter to my customers, and any viewers, if you're interested, please make sure you sign up for that. I will have the link below in the description as well. And for those who sign up, the first time you sign up, I'll have a PDF of this particular card available for you. So that'll be sent to you as soon when you sign up for the newsletter. All right, so I got my cheat sheet here. We're gonna need this, especially me. If you'd like, you can take a screenshot of it, but like I said, these measurements will be available in the description, as well as when you sign up for the newsletter, you'll get a PDF with all the information in there. And I'll probably take screenshots of everything so that you can see each individual component. All right, so first pieces that you need are the colored cardstock, and you're going to need 2 of these, which are cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. These are the 2 pieces that you'll be scoring and taping together to create the mechanism. And then these are the little designer series paper pieces that you need. You need 4 of these, which are cut 2 inches by 2 5/8 inches. 4 of these, which are 1 inch by 2 5/8. Then we have 4 of these, 1 1/4 inch by 2 inches. And just so you know, this is actually the reverse of the hand penned paper that I'll be using. That I am using, not I'll be using, I am using. Okay, this is the strangest cut. All right, this one's cut 15/16 of an inch by 1 1/4 inch. It's just under 1 inch. So like when you're on the ruler on your cutting board, your trimmer, I'll get the name right, just go 1 line below the 1 inch, and that's 15/16 of an inch. Okay, don't make yourself crazy over it. Next piece you need is 2 inches by 2 5/8. This is another different designer series paper. I'll show that to you in just a second. And then lastly, this piece here is cut 2 1/8 by 2 5/8. I didn't cut the basic white cardstock. That's really, you just need 1 piece, which is 2 inches by 2 5/8 inches. And then there's also an optional basic white piece, which is cut at 1 7/8 by 2 1/2 inches. So let me show you the paper I'm using. So this is the Brights collection, the designer series paper. You can still get this, although I think this might be retiring, this particular pattern. I don't remember though. I haven't looked at the whole retiring list. I pretty much got the things that I wanted and I set it aside. So double-sided though. This pack comes with 48 sheets, and these are the bright colors, which include, I'll tell you what colors they include. Let's see. So we have Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, which we're using, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, Melon Mambo, Pacific Point, and Poppy Parade. So this comes in a pack of 6 by 6, and it's the Brights. And then the other paper we're using is the hand pen designer series paper. This is 12 by 12, And it comes in 12 sheets, I think it is. 12 sheets, yes. I believe 2 of each design. This is beautiful paper. And it's double-sided. Really gorgeous paper, though. I love it. Although I haven't used much of it because I think I'm hoarding it, which is not good. So I thought maybe this would be perfect to make an Easter card for my sister with this paper. I'm sure she'll love it. All right, so let's get started here. I'll take out my paper trimmer. And the first thing you'll want to do after you make your cuts is you'll want to score those 2 sheets, 2 pieces that are cut 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you're going to put it on the 4 1/4 inch side here. Line that up with and you're going to score it at 1 1/16. Don't go crazy. 1 1/16 again. So it's 1 inch here. 1 1/16 is that small line right after the 1 inch. Put the arm down. The blade is out of the way. Let me move this so you can see what I'm doing. So the blade is out of the way. We're at 1 1/16 of an inch. And I have my scoring tool down below. I'm just going to score that a couple of times. I want a good crease. Lift the arm and do the other side. Same thing. Look for the 1 inch mark. Go over one line. The small one there. That's 1 1/16. And score. Once you're done with the scoring for the one piece, this piece is going to be cut in half. So we're going to turn it on the 5 1/2 inch side. We're going to line it up to 2 3/4 inches right here, and we're going to slice that in half like so. So now you have 2 pieces. Put those aside for just a minute. Now let's go to the other piece. On the 5 1/2 inch side, we're going to score this at 1 3/8 of an inch. So we have the 1 1/4, the 16th there, and then 1 3/8 inches is right here. Again, put the arm down, hold it down, and score. All right, and do the same thing on the other side. 1 3/8 inch here. All right. And then this piece, we're going to turn it vertically, so your score lines are going horizontal, and we're going to cut this in half also at 2 1/8. So that's it. All right, so we can set this aside just for a minute. I will need that to cut the actually, no, let's just do that now. The basic white piece. So I need one piece at 2 by 2 5/8. Let's see what this says here. I like to save my paper and be very frugal about it. All right, so we got that at 2 inches. Okay, so I know what I'm going to do. All right, so take this piece here. I'll put it in here. I'm just going to slice it down. All right, now I need this to be 2 5/8 by 2 inches. So 2 5/8. By 2 inches is one piece. 2 5/8. Where did it go? I keep losing it. By 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches. Oh, goodness, I can't pick that up. Okay, we're having issues here. Should have brought my take your pick tool in here. All right, and then the other piece, which is an optional piece, is going to be cut 1 7/8 by 2.5 inches. My eyes are getting so bad I can barely see those little lines. And I've got my glasses on. All right, so 2.5 inches by 1 7/8. And that is 5/8, 7/8 is right here. Just a little piece off of that. Okay. We'll set these aside. I am done with the trimmer, I believe. So take the Daffodil Delight that we just cut, and I'm going to follow the diagram that's up here. So we've got our 2 long pieces here. They're going to go on the side. And then we've got our, I'm not sure what this is on my paper here. Could just be some, I might need a new trimmer blade is what it is. I actually saw some of the ladies on YouTube doing this to flatten out the edges if your trimmer kind of like makes it scraggly, or I don't know. I'm using the wrong word, I'm sure. All right, so we're just going to do that. All right, so you want to position your papers like this, because when you're adding adhesive, you want it to go right up in this area here. Did I put these wrong? No. Okay, so the score lines are going vertically this way here, and they're going horizontal. So you want the tape, the adhesive, let me fold this over and you can see what I'm doing here. Picture is worth 1,000 words, they say. All right, so right up here you'll see, so I'm going to put some tape here and here. You want to be mindful not to put it on the score lines, because if you do that, the mechanism is not going to work. So we're going to put a little here, here, down here, and down here. All right, so we're going to use tear and tape, and I need 8 pieces of this. So what I like to do is measure out what I need and just put them aside. It's probably about there. So I'm going to cut 8 pieces of these. 2 more pieces. Yes, 2 more pieces. 2. Now I ran out of my Stampin' Up! Tear and tape, so I had to use my old, what is this, Suk Wang, I think? Which is the same thing. It's the same as the Stampin' Up! Brand. All right, so like I said, let's line these up. Be mindful of this score line here and the one going vertically. We just want to put a piece up top, another one below that, around there. Do the same thing on this side. Again, looking for those score lines here, here. And then down below, do the same thing. All right, so we got those down. Give them a good press. Put that away for now. And let's just lift this up. Again, I wish I had my take your pick tool so I can remove the backing, but they seem to be coming off fairly easily. Now, if you're using darker paper, you might want to just fold it a little so you'll be able to see the score lines. I did this with Evening Evergreen for the Wild Things card that I made, and it was very hard to see those score lines. All right, so here's the other important thing. Here's my folder here. All right, so actually, you know what? Let me bring my trimmer in. I like to use the edge of the trimmer down here to line up my pieces. So down here has this lip. So what I do is let's see, I'm going to lift up the arm here. And what you want to do is put one piece down first. So you want to put that edge to edge and press down. When that's done, do the next piece here. Again, edge to edge. Actually, let's turn this around. You know, let's put this piece down first. We'll put this here. No, I did that wrong. Here. Let's do the same thing with this piece here, and then we can flip them around. So, and then these pieces are just going to match up here. And once you're happy with their placement, so that they're flush against each other, you can press down. And that is the mechanism of the card. So you'll want to start bending the pieces back before you apply the designer series paper, so that you're training the paper on which way to fold. And in case it doesn't line up, which sometimes it doesn't, it's not because it was scored improperly. For some reason, I'm not sure why, I haven't quite figured it out, but it's happened every time. So, and I've checked my measurements and it still does it. So just give a good burnishing to all those edges, because this card will be played with a lot. So you want it to be able to, the recipient to be able to fold it. So next we go to these pieces here. Again, just bend them back, give it a good burnishing. And then lastly, go back to the beginning. No, not yet. Now we're at the beginning. Okay. Let's flip this over. Burnish them again. Burnish them again. Then we'll open it one more time. And you'll want to do this a few times just to make sure you've got the creases down before you start putting the designer series paper on. Again, here, and then we are back at the beginning, and we can start decorating this. All right, so let's start decorating this. So I'm going to first take the piece that measures, I think it's 2 by 2 5/8. Yes, 2 by 2 5/8. And I'm not too concerned about these flowers, even though they kind of look like they're directional. It could go either way. You know, they're really not directional, really. So it could go any way that you want. Put that there. This one here. All right, so let's start gluing these down. Let me get my silicone mat here. So I don't get any glue anyplace other than the card. There we go. So since this is an Easter card, I want it to be springy. We're in New York, so it's gotten cold again here, which I do not like, as you guys know. I've been having so much trouble with this particular glue bottle. I finished the other one, and this one's just giving me the fits. And I like using the liquid glue because just in case I make a mistake and I don't line it up properly, I have a little bit of wiggle room. Because you want to be mindful not to get these on the score lines, otherwise it won't work properly. All right, so we got those down. Next, we're going to take, oops, that's stuck to my finger. This is, I believe, 1 1/4 inch by 2 inches. There's my ruler. These measurements will be available down in the description, and if you sign up for the newsletter, I will send you the PDF for this particular card. This piece down here. I didn't cut these properly. Well, that one was too small. This one's a little too wide. I know it's me. Like I said, my eyes just like can't see as well as they used to. And this is where the optional basic white card stock would go. If you want to write an extra message, you can put that on top here. It's optional though, you don't have to. You can write a message, you can stamp a message. whatever you want to do. Okay, open it up. Next pieces to go down are these again. Let's make sure. Actually, I'm going to flip these over like so. And then we'll put the little ones on the other side. Although I really like this side so much. But I don't want it to be too similar on the inside. And so anyway, let me give you a background about this card. This card, I actually, one of my team members in the Blooms and Butterflies on Brandy's team made a never-ending card similar to this. She used a, it was like, it looked like a Rubik's Cube. That was really cool. So that's, you know, what gave me the idea to do this. But then in searching, I found this particular technique. Lynn Dunn, I believe, shared it on her website like several years ago, though. So I thought, oh, you know what? And hers was like the easiest one to follow. So I really liked that one, and that's why I made this. And I pretty much used her dimensions, but I wanted to show more designer series paper, so there's less border. But, you know, you certainly can adjust it to your liking. Like I said, I wanted more designer series paper showing as opposed to the Daffodil Delight. Almost done with the inside. We just have a few more pieces to go. My hands seem to be extra tremory today. So something that might take you about, 2 minutes, less than 30 seconds to do with the glue takes me like a minute or more. All right, and then next, oh, there it is. So for here, now this is another optional piece. I'll give you the measurements of this. It's 2 inches by 2 5/8, I believe. Yes, 2 5/8. You can put this down here, and then, you can put this here. Actually, it looks like I cut this one too big. I did. So I need to trim this a little. What size is this? Oh yeah, this needs to be 2 inches, not 2 1/8 inch. All right, let's quickly chop a little bit off of here. Just a little bit. I could use my scissors, but that would be a hot mess. All right. So I don't know if I'm going to put that piece in. I don't think I will. I think I'll just add the white, because that's what I cut the cardstock to fit that area. And you can either put this on the top part or on the bottom part. And then, nope, not lastly, we have the basic white here. I'll put that down here. This will be where you sign the card. You can add another sentiment on here if you like. And then lastly, we have the thin pieces that are going to go on each side over here. All right, and then we'll be done with that. And that is all for the gluing. Let me use some hand sanitizer though, because my fingers are all sticky from this glue. All right, hang on a second. Hand sanitizer is like a lifesaver at the craft station here. Oops. All right. Put these aside. We're not going to use those. And like I said, I don't think I'll use that. So there's the card. So we open it. So, like so. That's the beginning of the card. And we'll decorate the front. Insides, insides, and then the insides. Well, maybe I will put this piece over here. I think I will. All right. All right, one more piece to glue down. Then we're done with gluing. Just think there's too much yellow on the inside there. All right, there we go. All right, let's try this again. Let's start. Okay, so that's the beginning. Here. And open it again. Here. And you start at the beginning. Pretty cool, huh? I hope you like it and give it a try. It's really not that hard. Really. I wouldn't lie to you. All right, so it's an Easter card. I may have to use one of my very old stamps here. Well, you know what? Let me try this one here. A little piece of scrap. Will that fit across there? I don't think it will. Oh, okay, that's too small. All right, let's get that scrap piece out here. And where is my foam mat? I need that. All right, and we're going to use Misty Moonlight. As I said, this is one of the retiring colors. Very sad about this. I like this so much. But we got some new colors coming, which are really pretty. I can't wait to share those with you. All right. I'm just going to stamp this down here. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp this 2 times, only because I think I want to do a little surgery on it. But I might try it one way first, and if it doesn't work, then we'll try it the other way. I just want to see what it looks like on the front of the card, if there's not too much white showing. Let me close this up so I don't get my finger stuck in it. All right, let's get the trimmer out one more time. We'll get some room here. Oh, come on. All right. Look at that. That was perfect. And then cut these here. All right, so I want to see what this looks like here. If we just leave it like this and maybe give it a tail. You know what? I think I may do that. I'm not going to, I'll post the finished card because I didn't bring my dies in here or my tulip punch, which, by the way, this item I believe is on the retiring list along with the punch, the tulip punch. So if you want to get it, you know, do it before May 3rd, because otherwise it'll be gone. So we're using the Happy Easter, Happy Spring, Happy Everything. I think that's kind of cheerful. All right, so we're just going to give it a little flag here, little tail, not flag. You know, I see other ladies doing this, and it always comes out perfect. When I do it, it doesn't come out right. I don't know why. I don't know if I don't cut enough here, if I cut too much. All right, there we go. And I don't have my Stampin' Dimensionals in here, which I will add my Stampin' Dimensionals on this. So, folks, that's it. You know, there's always something I forget to bring in my stamp studio here. I'll post the finished card once it's completely done. But just to recap the cards that I had made, we made this one here, and then I have this one here with the Wild Things, I believe it was called. And then this one I used the Biggest Wish stamp set. Really cool. So I'll have all the dimensions and everything down below. Again, if you want to sign up for my newsletter, there'll be a link down below as well. And I'll send you the tutorial for this card that we just made, the Never Ending card. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. Contact me. I'd love to send you a catalog, especially the new catalog. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to love it. And I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up. It helps me grow my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, and this is your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel so that you know every time that I upload a new video. And don't forget to click on that notification bell. That's how you'll get notified when I do go live or start a new video. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.